Good morning, Cullman. Thank you for joining us on Cullman Today. I'm your host, Christine Wiggins, and today is Friday, October 31st. Coming up on Cullman Today, West Elementary will honor veterans with programming. CCSO warns of jury duty phone scam. And headed out tonight, we'll keep Halloween fun with some quick safety tips. All of this plus sports, weather, and more. Now let's take a closer look at the top stories happening in Cullman today. West Elementary School is hosting its annual Veterans Day program on Friday, November 7th, in the school gym, with a second program on Wednesday, November 5th, at the Omniplex. Fifth grade teacher and Alabama Army National Guard Field Artillery Sergeant Keenan Hollingsworth says the tradition began in the 1980s and has grown every year, with West's fifth graders leading through song, narration, and presentation. At West on November 7th, there are two assemblies, 8:45 a.m. for third grade students and families, and 1:15 for fourth through sixth grade students and families. A veterans reception is set for noon in the gym, giving others a chance to personally thank those who have served. The Omniplex program is Wednesday, November 5th at 1 p.m. All are welcome as the school remembers, reflects, and shows gratitude for the courage and sacrifice of America's veterans. The Cullman County Sheriff's Office has received numerous reports of phone scammers impersonating law enforcement officers, including personnel from the Cullman County Sheriff's Office and the U.S. Marshals Service. Scammers are calling residents claiming that you've missed jury duty and now owe a fine. They threaten arrest if payment isn't made immediately. The scammers are even using legitimate phone numbers through spoofing to make the call look real. Remember, no law enforcement agency, including Cullman County Sheriff's Office, will ever ask for payment, fines, or personal information over the phone. Do not pay anyone via Bitcoin, gift cards, wire transfers, or other unusual methods. If you receive a call like this, hang up immediately and do not engage. If you're unsure about a call, you can always contact the Cullman County Sheriff's Office directly to verify. Please warn your family, friends, and especially senior citizens who are often targeted in these scams. As Halloween arrives, here's a quick safety check so the fun stays fun. For trick or treaters and families, young children should go with a trusted adult. Older kids should share their route and return time. Stick to familiar, well lit streets and stay in groups. Use crosswalks, look both ways, keep eyes up and phones down. If there's no sidewalk, walk facing traffic. Add reflective tape to costumes and bags and carry glow sticks or a flashlight. Use candy common sense. Wait to snack until an adult checks everything. Skip anything that isn't commercially wrapped. And throw away items with torn or strange packaging and watch for allergy risks. If you're welcoming visitors at home, start with turning your light on. Turn on exterior lights, clear porches and walkways, secure pets, and remove tripping hazards. Keep costumes safe. Make sure they fit well. Avoid long or sharp props. Test makeup on a small area first. Choose masks or hats that don't block vision, and only use decorative contacts with a prescription. Drivers need extra care in neighborhoods. Slow down and expect kids to dart into the street. Stay sober and report suspected impaired drivers. If you're headed to a party, plan a sober ride. If you're hosting, collect keys, offer food and non alcoholic drinks, and help guests get home safely. Have a safe, sweet Halloween, Coleman. And that's all for our top stories this morning. Coming up, Auburn is in the NFL rundown and Pettiford named preseason All SEC. Welcome back. Let's kick off sports with last night's scoreboard. Fairview slipped past the Good Hope Raiders 14-7, while Brewer edged the West Point Warriors 24-17. Oak Grove rolled the Hanceville Bulldogs 70-15, and the Meek Tigers handled Carbon Hill 34-6. This evening, under the Friday night lights, the Holly Pond Broncos face off with Cleveland. Kickoff is at 7. We'll have more from all the games in our next broadcast. On to former Auburn standouts making noise in the pros. Tank Bigsby seized his first extended action of the season, ripping 104 yards on 9 carries as the Eagles beat the Giants 38-20, and he topped all NFL backs and PFF grades this week. In Tampa, Jamel Dean posted 6 tackles and forced a fumble in a 23-3 win over the Saints as the Bucs moved to 6-2. Tennessee's Roger McCreary logged 3 solo stops and his first sack against the Colts, then was traded to the Rams Monday. The Jets' Jamie Sherwood broke up a late pass to preserve a 39-38 comeback over the Bengals and now sits at 75 tackles on the season. Up front, Braden Smith helped power another Colts victory to reach 7-1. On the hardwood, Auburn guard Tahad Pettiford lands as the coach's preseason first-team All-SEC and the NABC Player of the Year watch list after an 11.6 points, 113 assists freshman campaign and an NCAA South Regional All-Tournament nod. The Tigers open at Neville Arena against Bethune-Cookman on Monday night. And that wraps up sports for today. Coming up next, grab your gloves for a lake cleanup, and Wallace State has released its Fine and Performing Arts schedule for the year. Welcome back. Now it's time to speed things up with a news rundown. 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Looking back to give to our waterways, Cullman Utilities is recruiting volunteers for its annual lake cleanup days. Crews will gather at 8 a.m. on 2 mornings, Tuesday, November 4th at Lake Catoma, meet at the Lake Catoma boat launch, and Wednesday, November 5th at Duck River Reservoir, meet at the East Boat Launch. If weather gets in the way, rain-out dates are Thursday, November 6th for Catoma and Friday, November 7th for Duck River. The cleanup supports Cullman Water Treatment Plant and the Duck River Reservoir projects undergoing effort to protect drinking water resources and shorelines. Organizers say any amount of time helps, from families to service clubs. For details or to sign up, call Cullman Utilities at 256-739-0266. Help keep Cullman's lakes clean. A fall cleanup reminder for City of Cullman residents. Sanitation will begin its seasonal leaf vacuum service on Monday, November 3rd, and it runs through January 31st. Here's how to help crews keep things moving. Place your loose leaves within 3 feet of the curb and keep piles clear of cars, mailboxes, and other obstacles. Leaves only, no trash, sticks, or other debris. Collection will start on the northeast and northwest sides of town, then move toward the southeast and southwest. You can expect about 3 passes in your area during the season. All trucks are GPS tracked for efficient monitoring. Again, curbside, loose leaves, keep piles accessible, and watch for the rotating route as it moves across the city. Let's keep Cullman clean this fall. Good news for green thumbs. The Cullman Housing Authority is cultivating its second community garden, this one at the Hilltop Community Center at 1545 Vine Circle. Executive Director Markeisha Griffin says the first garden on Logan Street was such a success that residents wanted more. The new site launched this summer, and she says it's about more than vegetables, it's about growing community. Residents plant side by side, swap recipes, and take home fresh produce they helped raise. Kids are learning nutrition, teamwork, and sustainability along the way. The effort is led by Sonia Nail with support from Lowe's, Cullman County Master Gardeners, and volunteers. CHA hopes to expand the program and welcomes partners to donate supplies, share expertise, or lend a hand at future work days. To get involved, call 256-734-6171. Wallace State Community College has unveiled its Fine and Performing Arts season, blending crowd favorites, new works, and tributes to America's 250th. The season opens with the comedy Puffs in the Betty Lee Haynes Theater. Next, the jazz and concert bands present Salute to United States Veterans. Ballet South's The Nutcracker ushers in the holidays, followed by the Christmas Spectacular. Spring brings Xanadu, the Wallace State Singers' Great American Road Trip, a solo and chamber ensemble recital in the Burroughs Center Recital Hall, the jazz band's Big Band Dance at the Burroughs Center, the outdoor Spring Under the Stars and Stripes, and Broadway Night. The finale, I Am Pilgrim, traces the roots of American gospel. Most events are free or request a $10 adult, $5 student donation. Venues include the Betty Lee Haynes Theater and the Burroughs Center. And that's your 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Now for a quick break before we look at the weather and pay our respects with obituaries. I'll be right back after this quick message. Let's take a moment to pause and remember those who have lost their lives this week. Barbara Boatright Brown, 78, passed away Wednesday, October 29th. A celebration of life will be held at a later date. Our thoughts and prayers go out to her friends and family. Now let's take a look at your weather forecast. We've got a frosty start today, then bright and crisp. Grab the shades and a light jacket, high near 62. Tonight, after the late night candy run, skies stay clear and cold. A frost late, low around 34. Tomorrow, frost on the lawns early, then mostly cloudy and cool, high near 62. Tomorrow night, clouds thicken, a stray late shower and low near 41. Sunday, partly sunny, a quick sprinkle possible, cooler with a high near 58. Sunday night, mostly clear and chilly, low around 38. And that wraps up today's edition of Cullman Today. Thank you for sharing your morning with us. And remember to stay connected by following us on social media and visiting CullmanTribune.com for the latest from our community. We'll be back bright and early Monday morning at 6:30 a.m. Until then, I'm Christine Wiggins with Cullman Today. Have a wonderful weekend, Cullman.